What is good, people? My name is Kyo. The chapter Dragon Ball Super Manga 87 finally came out. I just read it and I wanted to share to all of you my impression on the chapter. A lot of things I'm very happy with, and a lot of things that I want to talk about and just give you my raw opinion on it. But overall, I feel like this chapter is not too bad because there was a little bit of everything, right? There was a little bit of action, a little bit of closure, and opening a brand new chapter of the next phase for training or the next phase of power level in Dragon Ball. Okay, so as you can tell in the first panels, Goku, Vegeta are still completely wrecked, and we see something very important. Okay, now that's number one. Granola managed to infuse some of his life force into this attack that shortened his life. That's something I've not seen Goku or Vegeta do. Granola is the first one to have done it. Why wasn't that done before? I guess maybe Goku and Vegeta didn't know how to do it. But in this case, this is a new concept. It's new. If Granola said in this panel, I'm betting on in shortening my lifespan even more. In a sense, like I'm betting it, like the wish of getting stronger, shorten his life, or is it the attack? Okay, but here it confirms. Did that final attack really take that much out of you? And then Granola confirms, yeah, it's a move fueled by my very life. Okay, that's a whole new branch I did not know. And this is very exciting, okay, because it makes power blasts a lot, or attacks having a new peak in terms of power. The other thing is, even if it putting those life force into your attack, you can recuperate, okay? And this Namekian managed to heal completely regardless of what happened. Now, I don't know if Granola still only has 3 years of living. I believe so, but the physical damage and the recovery of their energy is recovered. So that's number 2. I really like that point. Number 3, regarding Elect, running away, and then Goku literally calling him out, saying, "You're leaving your family behind." That to me, like, definitely puts him on the spot. And then you would have Elect just telling Gas to finish them off. And to my big surprise, this is absolutely nuts. Okay, you know how Saiyans on the very verge of dying or taking a lot of damage, once recovered, they get a Zenkai boost or some power up. I know they weren't on the edge of dying, but they were about to get knocked out by Gas anyway. That a little small recovery did not help them as much. Gas still managed to push them back solo. That's very, very impressive from Gas. Unfortunately, Gas does pass away, but then you see like Goku landing hits. They still fight back, but Gas still managed to push back. So it's 6-4. Let's say you have a scale from 0 to 10. I would put 60% chance of Gas winning, 40% chance of Vegeta and Goku winning in that case, just because Gas keeps recovering from all his damages and not caring, and borderline insane. Like, he jumped into his blast and literally catches their face and just throws them. That is crazy. Even Vegeta says sheer madness. It's like find somebody. It's like find something already dead. Okay, so here Goku does the famous kick that Android 16 did to Vegeta, that literally like smacked his arm and broke Vegeta's arm. And then also Vegeta did that to Goku, and now Goku's doing it to Gas, and you can tell like it went through the skin and the meat. And look at this thing. Look at this. And Goku's, he's not weak at all, and still like with that same arm, Gas punches back Goku. The third point I want to bring up that very interesting is that Elect, tosses his family around and pushes back the part where the family is like very concerned about Gas. And here Elect says Gas lifespan is about to run out. Okay, and he doesn't care. So he's literally telling them, kill them now, quick. Waste any more time before we know it. He's gonna, and literally make yourself useful. Gas, take them out. Oh my god. And Gas is shocked. Gas goes to the water and look at his face, and he's shocked. He did not know all this was happening. Frieza jumps in. Okay. So this is closure, in my opinion, for what type of character Elect is. And we thought there would be other motives, but he really did not. That was his trump card. And Gas is really in shock, and he was blindsided. Okay, so that comes full circle, in my opinion, as to what Gas was really as a character. He was really a pawn, and all he wanted was to get strong, but he did not know his brother would have this downside on him. So Freezer comes in, Gas power-ups like crazy. Like, look at his arms, like completely recovered. And right after that, jumps towards Frieza. Now, understand this. This Gas was the one throwing Goku and Vegeta away. And this is the fourth point. In final form, Frieza, final form, basic final form, he pierces through a Gas. And this is very, very surprising to me that Gas just dies from this. Now, I have some theory as to why, but Gas got his arm wrecked, got blasted to a point he got, completely wrecked. And this arm pierce, this piercing arm made Gas digress to a point he became nothing but dust. Now, it's either his main regeneration core was in the main, at his core of his body, close to his stomach or chest, but nothing was taken out of his body. So I'm thinking that Frieza was really the one with the ability to stop the recovery, the regen ability of Gas. So I feel like Frieza gained that ability. That's my opinion. Now, it could be a fatal, vital blow to Gas, and therefore Gas was just like, all right, I'm screwed. I can't recuperate from this. I'm just gonna die. And then he just digressed. Okay, that could be it, because if you look at the hairline, it just goes back and he just passes away. So yeah, and that's number 4. Like, we find out that maybe Frieza has this potential of stopping regen ability, or maybe he just hit a vital core right off the bat. Like, he knew where to hit him. That could be a new ability that we saw from Granola. So that's pretty new. So then he wipes out Elect, closing the chapter of Elect, knowing that Gas was his final card. And the big reveal is that Frieza transformed into Black Frieza, because talking to them and saying like he found a time chamber where he trained for 10 years. Here he says, there I was able to squeeze in 10 years worth of training. Here he says, on one of my many conquered worlds, I happened to come across a chamber where time flows differently than in the outside world. And remember how Goku and Vegeta, Goku kind of knew like he shouldn't be in the time chamber for more than 2 days, I believe. And it was a no-go because you would practically go insane and stuff like that. And Vegeta was like, okay, fine, I'll stick to that. Frieza spent 10. That is nuts. 10 years training straight, and that's coming from a creature that just never train. Like he never trained against Super Saiyan Goku, and now he just trained a bit to get golden form, and now he actually put work, blood, and sweat into his training and attained a new level that I don't even know how to measure it. I understand that Dragon Ball has multiple different verses now. So you have the anime verse, and then you have the manga verse, and then you have the movie verse, right? They all have their different story on how they go by their chapter and arcs. Black Frieza just literally transforms and goes straight up to Goku and Vegeta. You thought gas was bad? Black Frieza literally, there's high speed, and we all know True Ultra Instinct Goku is speed. Like, he's hella fast. He gets blitz. Like, look at this panel. He completely blitz. One shot. Now, don't get it twisted. In the fight between Gas, now I thought in my previous video, I said that Goku and Vegeta would be taking major and a lot of hits, and this fight would have dragged on. It did not. It was a quick, like, couple panels blow. Okay, so I don't think they consumed too much energy, even though like Goku and Vegeta, tried to use multiple of their attacks, but it was mostly physical, so I don't think they already ran out of ki. And it was fairly quick, and then Frieza just showed up. Yes, they did get a couple hits in, but I don't think it was that major to a point where, they received major blows and they couldn't fight. So I feel like they might have maybe 50 to 60% still of ki reserve, but Vegeta just completely went in on them and just completely wiped them. Okay, so that's very shocking. This is a very interesting time, because on a one-on-one fight, that opens up a lot of topics as to, is Beast Form Gohan on the same level as this Frieza? Is, Broly, would he be able to go on a one-on-one match against Frieza? Because we know that Broly met Golden Frieza, and Golden Frieza got wrecked. What about this form, right? Just lots of questions. Which one is stronger? This form of Frieza or Perfect Max Cell from the movie? A lot of questions, right? So, yeah, a lot of questions, and I feel like it's open to a lot of topics that are very interesting. So yeah, that's number 5. And number 6 that I really enjoy about this chapter is that Goku gets some sort of scouter, I assume from Bardock, from the Namekian, and Granola does not want to, he wants to first fix things on his planet first. But what I really like is that Goku gets the scouter from his dad, keeps it, and he has now an element of the past. And Goku actually smiles. I think this is probably my favorite panel up here, is the fact that Goku has a piece of his dad with him. That opens up, a side of Goku that I'm just very nostalgic. Every time Goku goes to his grandpa's house or thinks about his grandpa, you see a side of Goku that's just at peace and happy, than just like happy winning a fight. And you see Goku, I think, in that state. It's just, fuzzy feeling. Makes me really happy. And number 7, this is the biggest one, is the fact that Whis said perhaps Black Frieza is the strongest fighter in the universe, because clearly it's not Granola. Gas died. And he says, perhaps. Or maybe the strongest warrior emerged elsewhere in our universe. So it's not Goku, because Goku and Vegeta got blitzed by Frieza. Whis is not sure that it's Black Frieza. So that opens up a lot. And so could be a lot of things. And the only other character I could think of that has the ability to match is, we don't know how strong, legendary Super Saiyan Broly green hair berserk mode, how strong he can be in the mangaverse. But I love the fact that the number one spot is up for debate now. And so they're going to go for more training. And that makes me extremely happy. So we got a little bit of closure. We got a little bit of fight scene. We got a whole new power level stratosphere reached by Frieza. And I love the fact that Frieza didn't just come in and just wanted to fight Goku and Frieza and Vegeta. I love the fact that Frieza was just like, all right, I'm better than you guys. Could probably beat you up right now, but I got other stuff to do. You guys are not on my radar right now. Okay, you're not worth it right now. And he just goes, I love that side of Frieza, like business as usual. Or maybe I don't know if Frieza is a friend, but him punching Goku and Vegeta definitely shows like, okay, like, I'm not a friend. I only helped before because I had to. But don't get it twisted, you know. If I need to kill you, I will kill you. Okay, that's the feeling I have of Frieza, and I love that side. So now we have really like an ally enemy that's really strong. Anyway, so that's my impression. We got a little bit of everything. We got a little bit of fight. We got a little bit of power up. The shock of this chapter was Black Frieza. I love that side that, you know, was not just the golden form. I find the golden form kind of lame, to be honest. Could have done a better job. But all in all, very happy that True Ultra Instant Omen is not the final level, and Ultra Ego is not at its final stage. I believe, like I said before multiple times, Goku will stack up Super Saiyan on a silver hair Ultra Instinct with his emotion and everything. And I believe the next step for Vegeta is to enter Unleash God of Destruction mode, just like how Toppo or how do you say, Beerus enters those God of Destruction mode. It's with all these symbols. Anyway, so this is what I had to say in this video. If you like what I had to say, please give me a like, comment, subscribe if you want. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, you all next time.